Welcome to Coaching for Creatives with Kirsten. My name is Kirsten Call. I'm a therapist-trained life coach and a children's book author. Together, we'll get the drama out of our lives and onto the page. Let's get started. You are listening to episode 127, Forgiving Yourself. Lama Yeshe said, "Be gentle first with yourself if you wish to be gentle with others." I was trying to think of a story about something I need to forgive myself for and how that went, and there are so many things. Many of them I've already mentioned on the podcast. I am so flawed. There's so much I wish I'd done differently, especially in parenting, and all of my life, actually. Luckily, I'm still learning and still parenting for at least a few more years. So I have time to become and to make different mistakes and learn from those. We all have things we need to forgive ourselves for. That's why I wanted to address this topic, self-forgiveness. It's so important for emotional well-being and creativity. If you want more on this topic, you can listen to episode 19 on self-compassion. Let's talk about ways to forgive ourselves for our foibles and mistakes and bad choices, all the things. Number 1, focus on what you feel. One of the first steps in learning how to forgive yourself is to focus on your emotions. Acknowledge what you're feeling, maybe name it. I am feeling shame, for example. Then set a timer for 90 seconds and allow the feelings to move through you. Welcome the feelings, embrace them for the full 90 seconds or more if you feel like you need to feel them for longer. Number 2, acknowledge the mistake out loud. If you're struggling with letting go of a mistake you made, saying it out loud helps. For example, I forgot to sign my child's permission slip, therefore they weren't allowed to go on a field trip. I feel like a failure and disappointment. My child is mad and I'm mad at myself. Next time I get a permission slip, I will sign it immediately and make sure it makes it into the backpack. When you give voice to your thoughts and emotions, it's freeing. Also, it helps you remember what you've learned, which leads me to number 3. Think of each mistake as a learning experience. Every mistake you make is a key to moving forward and doing better in the future. Remind yourself you did the best you could with the tools that you had at the time. Number 4, write in a journal. Consider writing out your thoughts and feelings. Also consider making a list of your gifts, talents, skills, and strengths. You can read this list when you're feeling frustrated about the mistakes you've made. Number 5, schedule worry time. Set a timer every day for 5 or 10 minutes for processing worries and concerns so you don't continually perseverate on your mistakes. Think about these things without judgment. Number 6, change your narrative. I have an entire episode about how to do this, but when it comes to forgiving yourself, changing your narrative is imperative. Notice when you were thinking the sorts of thoughts that get in the way of forgiving yourself. Those are the thoughts you need to delete. You can change your narrative in the way I've described previously in episode 2, or you can try folding a piece of paper lengthwise and on one side of the paper, writing down the things your inner critic says. These will be the irrational, critical, and unhelpful thoughts. On the other side of the paper, write self-compassionate responses or rebuttals for every negative thing you wrote on the other side. Take note of the self-compassionate thoughts and think them intentionally every time you notice your inner critic taking charge. Number 7, make amends. If the mistake you made hurt another person, decide how to make amends. Trying to fix the mistake you made helps you forgive yourself. One study found that forgiving ourselves for hurting another is easier if we first apologize and do what we can to make it better. Number 8, take your own advice. Ask yourself what you would tell your best friend if they were sharing this mistake they made with you, and then take your own advice. If this doesn't work, try role-playing with your friend. Ask them to take on your mistake. They will tell you what happened and how they are struggling to forgive themselves. Then you get to be the advice giver and practice telling your friend how to move on. Then, of course, take your own advice. Number 10, show kindness and compassion. Again, remember how you would treat a beloved family member or friend who is struggling with forgiving themselves like you are. If your first response to a negative situation is to criticize yourself, pay attention. Stop those negative thoughts and show yourself some kindness and compassion. The only way to begin the journey to forgiveness is to be kind and compassionate with yourself. Remind yourself you are worthy of forgiveness. Number 10, practice affirmations for forgiveness. Affirmations are positive statements that can help us overcome negative thought patterns. They are super helpful in developing a forgiving and loving relationship with yourself. Affirmations are so powerful, especially if you use them regularly. So find a quiet, comfortable space at the beginning and end of each day. Take deep breaths and focus on each word as you embrace the positive messages the affirmations convey. Here are some examples of forgiveness affirmations you can use. I am learning to let go of my mistakes and forgive myself. I choose to release guilt and embrace self-compassion. Every day, I am becoming a more compassionate version of myself. I release my past and forgive my imperfections. I am worthy of love and forgiveness. Number 11, visualize forgiving yourself. Take some deep breaths. Remember someone you love and think about them. Bring that person's image to your mind. Pay attention to what they look like and how you feel when you bring their image to your mind. And then notice the love you feel in your heart. Ask yourself, is it time to let the bad feelings about myself go? If the answer is yes, visualize yourself holding the bad feelings in your hand and then drop them. Just drop those bad feelings and let it go. Continue deep belly breathing and try to picture the clean conscience that came from your apology and making amends. Bring to mind how much you, like everyone else, deserve to be free from guilt when you have felt remorse, made an apology, stopped the bad behavior, and made amends. You have done what you can. Now is the time to let it go. Now ask your open heart for any other advice it might offer regarding letting go or making something right. Remember, this loving part of you offers guidance without self-blame and negativity and is full of acceptance and peace. Take another deep breath. Pay attention to how it feels to fully forgive yourself. So, when you need to forgive yourself, and honestly, we need to forgive ourselves a lot, don't we? I challenge you to explore some of the things we've talked about today. Forgiving yourself is a gift only you can give yourself. Until next time, keep smiling. If you like what you've heard, check out my Get Yourself Unstuck program. Go to KirstenCall.com. That's KirstineCall.com and schedule a free consultation today. Coaching for Creatives is produced by Kirsten Call. Music and audio engineering by James Call.